If you think that your relations with boyfriend or girlfriend, husband or wife suck, complicated, you are annoyed and questioning is it worth it, this is a movie for you to see and reconsider. Hello and welcome to Darkroom Streaming. This is what we do. Search the world for highly rated shows and movies that you have probably never heard of but are well worth your attention and bring them to our platform where you can enjoy those gems absolutely free. Link in description. In this video we will talk about the movie Angel Baby, 1995 Australian drama film written and directed by Michael Reimer, best known for his work on the major TV shows Battlestar Galactica, American Horror Story Asylum, Man in a High Castle, and some pretty successful time-sustainable movies like Face to Face, In Too Deep, and Queen of the Damned. So when it comes to building a dense immersive atmosphere, delivering coherent unfolding story and developing deep, believable, emotionally rich characters, Guy showed himself as absolutely a master of his craft. And the movie Angel Baby is not an exception, telling a love story of two unusual people that life wasn't gentle to for starters, combined with questionable decisions they make in a pursuit of happiness. In 1995, at the Australian Academy of Cinema and Television Arts Awards, in case you don't know, that is an Australian version of Oscars, the film swept the board, winning all the major categories as well as several major international film festivals, making it an impressive total of 13 nominations it scored in. You see, when it comes to most movies and music awards, it is sad to say, but over the last several years, instead of celebrating talent, creativity, and skills, they turn into pathetic, politicized, woke charade. Hope it changes for the better soon, however, in the 90s and 2000s, it wasn't that way, and the quality of winning content was rather reliable. So is Angel Baby a good movie? It definitely is, yet not for everyone. If you're a fan of a love story and drama combination, like smart movies and not afraid to think about what you watched, putting it into perspective, then this gem is absolutely a must-see. In the center of the story is a young fellow by the name Harry. He is shown as a kind, lovable, slightly awkward, friendly person. Movie opens with a scene of him hanging out with a group of friends that act somehow strange, which is nothing wrong with that. Most of us have friends that act somehow strange when get together, right? Not exactly the case with Harry. As the movie goes forward, we learn that the young man is a patient in the center of assistance to people dealing with schizophrenia. To be fair, he is doing much better than all of the people surrounding him during therapy meetings. Lives a calm, balanced life in the house of his brother's family, staying positive and grateful, good with kids, receiving love, support, and understanding from relatives. During one of the visits to the center, he sees a beautiful, mysterious girl that, just like himself, doesn't really look like having any mental issues. She holds slightly tense when being asked questions and needs to talk with others, but it isn't that atypical behavior for a young woman surrounded by a bunch of strangers. Her name is Kate, and of course he falls in love with her from the first glance. Harry shares his new state with family and they appear to be excited, even having some doubts based on his situation. One of the next meetings, Harry introduces himself to the girl, and after a bumpy beginning, they start to hang out together, doing cute, silly activities that freshly in love people do on the wave of euphoria, finding a lot of things in common and living their best life. Things seem good. They're happy, dating eventually turns into a highly passionate love relationship, and they look forward into the future with chins up and high expectations. Harry and Kate move in together, find reasonable jobs to support independent living, and enjoy each other's company. They have to deal with some unusual nuances and habits connected to their mental conditions, but patience and understanding help make it through the day all right. Well, if it was that simple, there wouldn't be a story to tell. As our heroes gain confidence in themselves, life feels perfect and under control, they come to the point of believing that they just know best and don't need support or suggestions from anyone at all. Even people like Harry's brother with his wife and clinical psychologists that have proven being on their side and only wishing best, looking on the situation from more experienced and mental stable position. Eventually, Kate gets pregnant. Life blossoms with new meaning and hopes, which is good, but not realizing that they aren't as in touch with reality as both believe. And with all of the above, Kate and Harry, disregarding everyone's opinion and kind words, decided that it is best for them and for the baby to stop schizophrenia treatment. Bad call. Let me remind you what schizophrenia is. A mental disorder in which people interpret reality abnormally and may result in some combination of hallucinations, delusion, extremely disordered thinking, and behavior that impairs daily functioning. The good news is that treatment helps get symptoms under control before serious complications develop, but our heroes impulsively decided to stop it. That is a moment when slowly but surely, without being recognized and properly addressed, symptoms of schizophrenia started showing through the mistakenly considered stable pattern of everyday life for both poor souls. The trick with schizophrenic's mind is that all of the delusions, visions, and hallucinations, even being a result of inflamed imagination and psychological disorder, have the full force and impact of a normal experience and may not appear to the struggling person as a part of the sickness. This is precisely the situation with Kate and Harry. And if you're willing to find out what their love, passion, and dedication enough to survive illness, cruelty of the world, and consequences of youth's reckless decisions, go ahead and watch it free at Darkroom Streaming, as well as hundreds of other shows and movies. Just for your information, Angel Baby does not have that warm, rewarding, happy ending. Still, it won't punish viewers with a complete disaster of what such desperate circumstances could have led to, like for example Requiem for a Dream or Black Swan. This movie will meet you in a compassionate, meaningful, philosophical middle. That's it for now. Good luck, have fun, and I have to go. Ciao.